A little boy stood in front of a bakery window, smiling at the blue superhero birthday cake his mother had promised him for weeks. Seconds later, he watched her quietly wipe away a tear and ask the cashier to cancel the order because she couldn't afford it anymore. The boy forced a brave smile and whispered that birthdays didn't need cake to be special. Standing only a few feet behind them, a billionaire heard every word. What he did next brought an entire town to tears. Before this unforgettable story begins, if you believe kindness, forgiveness, hope, and second chances can still change lives, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel. Together, our family and community can remind the world that compassion is the greatest wealth anyone can possess. The young mother was named Meredith Collins. 3 years earlier, her husband had suffered a fatal accident while repairing power lines during a storm. Since then, Meredith had worked every possible daytime shift she could find. She stocked grocery shelves before sunrise, cleaned offices in the afternoon, and spent evenings helping elderly neighbors with errands for a little extra money. Every dollar she earned disappeared into rent, food, school supplies, and medical bills. Her greatest joy was her 8-year-old son, Nolan. He never complained about wearing second-hand clothes or sharing one small bedroom with his mother. The only thing he had asked for all year was a birthday cake with a superhero on top. Meredith secretly saved a few dollars every week, hiding the money inside an old cookie tin. She believed she had enough until her aging car suddenly broke down 2 days before Nolan's birthday. Repairing it cost every cent she had saved. Still hoping for a miracle, Meredith visited the bakery. When her card was declined, reality finally caught up with her. Fighting tears, she quietly asked the cashier to cancel the order. Nolan gently held her hand and smiled. He told his mother that spending the day together was already the best birthday gift he could ever receive. Those words broke her heart. Standing behind them was Gregory Hawthorne, founder of one of the country's largest construction companies. Although newspapers called him a billionaire genius, very few people knew he had grown up in foster homes after losing both parents at a young age. He remembered birthdays with no presents, no cake, and sometimes no one remembering the date at all. Watching Nolan comfort his own mother reminded Gregory of himself decades earlier. He quietly stepped toward the counter. Without drawing attention, he paid for the cake. Then he asked the bakery staff to prepare every decoration they had in blue. Meredith immediately shook her head. She thanked him sincerely but insisted she couldn't accept such generosity from a stranger. Gregory smiled gently and said that years ago someone had shown him unexpected kindness when he needed it most, and he had promised himself to pass that kindness forward whenever the opportunity appeared. Reluctantly, Meredith accepted only the cake. She thought the encounter was over. She had no idea Gregory had something much bigger planned. The next afternoon, Meredith returned home after work expecting to spend a quiet birthday with Nolan. Instead, she found neighbors decorating the apartment courtyard with blue balloons, colorful banners, and handmade signs wishing Nolan a happy birthday. The bakery had delivered the beautiful cake. Local musicians volunteered to perform cheerful songs. Children from nearby apartments gathered with homemade birthday cards. Even the neighborhood firefighters arrived with one of their trucks, allowing Nolan to sit inside the driver's seat for pictures. At the center of it all stood Gregory. He hadn't organized the celebration to impress anyone. He simply wanted one little boy to experience the birthday he never had. Nolan's eyes filled with tears as everyone sang. Meredith couldn't stop crying. For the first time since losing her husband, she felt surrounded instead of alone. After the celebration ended, Gregory quietly prepared to leave. Before getting into his car, Nolan ran over and hugged him tightly. The little boy thanked him for making his birthday unforgettable. Gregory smiled, but inside he realized something unexpected. That hug meant more than every business award he had ever received. Over the following weeks, Gregory couldn't stop thinking about Meredith and Nolan. Rather than offering money, he became curious about Meredith's life. He learned she had once studied accounting but dropped out of college after becoming a mother. Despite endless hardships, every employer described her as hardworking, honest, and dependable. He invited her to interview for an administrative position at his company. Meredith almost refused because she believed someone with an unfinished education would never qualify. Gregory encouraged her to come anyway. During the interview she answered every question honestly. She admitted what she didn't know. She explained how years of balancing impossible budgets had taught her responsibility better than any textbook. Most importantly, she said that leadership wasn't about giving orders. It was about helping people succeed together. Her sincerity impressed everyone. She got the job. Within months, Meredith became one of the company's most respected managers. Employees appreciated her kindness because she understood what financial struggles felt like. She introduced emergency assistance funds, flexible schedules for parents, and scholarship programs for employees' children. The company became stronger because people finally felt valued. Meanwhile, Gregory found himself changing too. Instead of spending every lunch alone in his executive office, he visited employees across different departments. He listened to their ideas, remembered their children's names, and supported community projects without asking for publicity. Success finally felt meaningful. One sunny afternoon nearly a year later, Gregory attended Nolan's 9th birthday. This time, Meredith had ordered the cake herself. She smiled proudly as Nolan blew out the candle surrounded by friends, neighbors, co-workers, and children from families helped through the company's new community foundation. Before cutting the cake, Nolan thanked everyone for teaching him that kindness could travel from one heart to another forever. Gregory quietly realized the little boy was right. One birthday cake had become scholarships. One act of compassion had created jobs. One simple decision had built an entire community of people determined to help others. As the celebration ended, Meredith looked at Gregory with gratitude. She told him that he hadn't just bought a birthday cake. He had restored hope when she believed life had forgotten her. Before this story comes to an end, we'd love to hear from you. Please leave a meaningful comment and tell us, what is the kindest thing a stranger has ever done for you, or what act of kindness would you like to do for someone else? Your story may inspire another person who needs hope today. If this story touched your heart, please like this video, leave a meaningful comment, share it with someone who needs hope today, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss another emotional journey. Always remember that real wealth isn't measured by the number of dollars in a bank account. It's measured by the number of hearts you lift when they are at their lowest. Sometimes a birthday cake is far more than dessert, it is proof that even on the hardest days, kindness can still arrive and change someone's life forever.